Hello, hello. Welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter 2.0. My name is Rick, and welcome to a beautiful July 31st, 2020, 12 p.m. What a beautiful day in our neighborhood. It's all good. Let me turn on my candle, and I gotta light up my joint for sure because I haven't smoked yet. And today's show is a one joint show. And what I mean by one joint show is I'm only smoking one joint on this show. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me just make sure my settings are good here. Um, Make sure I have everything that I need open. Okay, that's working. Let's see if those want to come on to the show and want to participate and talk, you're more than welcome to come on in. I do have the link that's posted at the moment. So you're more than welcome to come on in and speak your mind. Tell me your dreams. What dreams do you remember from last night? And if you want to share your dreams, you're more than welcome to come on in. My Mind Over Your Matter 2.0, standing by. And as you can see, from now on, I will be describing my shows as a one joint show or a two joint show. It may be three joint show, which three joint show, that means it's a very important show and there's something going on that I'm needed for a longer period of time. But I am doing a two joint, actually today for now, I'm doing a one joint show. And maybe this evening I'll do a two joint show. Kind of confusing? Not really. It's how I'm pacing out my time on YouTube, um, to help myself and others. And one joint usually lasts me. Uh, we could time it, but it's a good show. It's a good amount of time. My joints, they burn pretty slowly, so it could be 45 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna try to keep it to an hour because I have individuals that are coming over at 1 o'clock, between 1 and 1:30. They're coming over here, so I can't be on here for too long. But if you want to come and talk for a little bit, you're more than welcome to come and talk for a little bit. I don't bite, I just nibble. So with that said, let's bring it. Hey, Albert,
What up?
what's going on?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I don't know if I could hear you. Let me see if it's on my side. It might be me.
I think it's me because I had to adjust my volume
There
last
he
night.
is. What's happening, man? What's going on?
I'm, I'm chilling out, doing my Bitcoin sites, and I clicked on you and decided to take a break.
You took a break
Yeah,
from mining for Bitcoin.
yeah.
I still don't know how that works and how can you possibly, like, I don't know. What do you how do you do? What do you do in your Bitcoin? Like, explain to me.
Well, you go to a site that you're interested in, and you read a page. I mean, 2 or 3 times, and you just register and go to it more deeply and look into Bitcoin Watch like Coinbase or Blockchain.com or Paxful.com. Then you sign up with them, copy paste your address and the settings, you fill out your KYC, know your customer info, and set it all up, and boom, and you're off the mining.
And but how do you make money off of that? Is it something that you gotta take a long time to make money off, or like what's the deal?
Well, it is a short term, long term. I mean, I'm a little slow at it, so it's going to take me a long time. But I had tried it out a couple of years ago, but it's been inactive. So I had to go to the side.
All
I
right.
mean, some free time in my hands again. I can show you how I do how I did and everything. So you might get on it later in the road in the time. You
Yeah,
know.
because I don't know so much about Bitcoin. I always, hear about it, but I don't know how that works or anything of that nature or what you're supposed to do. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what it is to be actually like. I know it
It's gonna
is.
get hacked. You know it's gonna get hacked on there and this is DDoS and you know it all depends on their suite of tools that they give you. I mean, well, the bad, um, it's all what feels right to you. I mean, yeah, you're going to. There's always a risk when you go to digital assets. I mean, I learned mine from the wikidictionary.com about cryptocurrency 101 or Bitcoin 101, and that if you read through that, I use it as a quick starter. I mean, just like
So
you, I don't know that much, me and myself, but
so how much did it take to start up a Bitcoin?
well, it depends from their end. Their prices. It can go up from 5 and over. It all depends on the investments you want to put up in it. So
Yeah. So you have to invest into it, and then there's a chance of winning and losing your money.
yeah, yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah,
I think that is horrible.
it is horrible. But when you have a dream and want to be rich, it's gonna be horrible.
It's gonna take a lot
Because you
of.
got people on
So
the
how many coins have you accumulated yet? Like since you started?
well, when I first started, I made $100, and after that, people start coming out with their programs. Some were scams, some were legit. Some some things you have to make a deposit in, like $5, $10 deposit, so that they can validate your Bitcoin wallet. And I'll also show you that in the future when we have time to discuss, things. But it
Hmm.
is tricky. I lost some coins, about 10, 20, $30, and those type of sites are usually scams. Most investment sites in cryptocurrency are scams too. Mining crypto is the slowest way that you can go. But when you get into staking and trading, that's a higher volume, and it's still going to be a risk where you're going to still lose some. It's like a stock trade, you win and you lose. It all depends on the shares that you buy and leave accumulate over time. So there's going to be a risk, no matter which money you invest.
Hmm. Sounds. I mean, at this point, do you see yourself as successful?
Sometimes, sometimes.
But is it something that is it worth doing? Like, is it is it enough to pay your bills?
You can make enough to pay your bills, like I said. It all depends which company, which investment company. You can pay your bills, but you have to convert the Bitcoin to USD. That's it. You can hook Coinbase up to your financial institution and tax form,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to verify. You have to verify because Coinbase is a little different. You gotta verify it with legal documents and blockchain and tax form. Because if you don't, they can kick you off their program.
Yeah, it seems like that's something that you got to sit through a course and learn.
Yeah, they do. And Coinbase is the best one to get into.
Let's see, there's you're also checking out the weather as as I could tell you the Isaias, whatever storm, hurricane. It's a hurricane now, which kind of figured it would turn into one, and it will. At the moment, it's not as strong, but it will get strong. It will become a strong because the stronger it's not gonna. It's just gonna get stronger. You know, it's in an area where it could develop really fast.
Oh yeah.
And hurricanes love warm water. They don't like shear, and this storm has been fighting shear for a while. But it looks like it's going to get its act together, and it's going to be a strong storm. There's already warnings out put onto Florida. There is tropical storm watches and warnings, and hurricane warnings been posted for Florida. So the storm can still impact Florida in a drastic way if the storm develops and continues to strengthen, which it is doing at the moment. Storm could very easily reach into the hundreds, and it will be destructive. I'm gonna see if I could go ahead and bring up my maps. Man, my left hand has been hurting a lot. Like it's just this pain in my left hand, and I don't know why. It started yesterday, and it continues to hurt me today.
Well,
And I
I
have
think
this,
having a heart attack.
huh? No, it's in my left hand. It's like in my knuckles.
Wow.
It's a pain.
Could it be arthritis?
I don't know, man. It just started out of like the pain in my hands, like in my hand, like that drastic pain started because I've been losing feelings on my hands. My hands been going numb from time to time, and my left hand, just started with this crazy pain. Crazy pain. It's always something.
What about it? Could spirits be bothering you?
Hmm.
Say, could spirits be bothering you?
The spirits.
Yeah. Could they be bothering you, or could they be
Uh,
trying to do something?
they're always messing. They don't change. They do what they want to do, man. Okay. Let's see something. I just want to check this out real quick because I'm going to show you guys the storm. Let's do a storm update for you guys to check out the storm. Trying to find something here. Okay. Why would they put those tabs if that doesn't even work? I'm checking out a 3D map here real quick, but I want it with the markings. Where is it? I'm looking for the map. Bear with me. Try to get this map going. Okay. Information. Okay, this is what I wanted. But I want to update it. See if I can change the transparency of the storm. Okay, I'm opening a new window. I'm working on my hurricane tracker map. I'm just getting the settings in order and trying to make what I need. Okay, this I can leave like that. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. The track is what's bothering me. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, it's a lighter color. That's what I wanted. Next time I'll have this ready. It's just I had issues even coming on the show because I wanted to start it a little earlier, but my internet was out. So I was kind of like stuck with no internet. And I was like, man, I hope it comes back so I could talk about the storm. I have it. I have it here, and I just want to make it so you guys can see it pretty good. Okay. Can I move this map? Yes. Good. Okay, so let me see something. Okay. Right. I just want to check real quick my phone to see if I could do this on StreamYard again. This is my second day on StreamYard, giving it a test to see how well and how much I like it.
Yeah.
So far, it is what it is so far. If I need, I could always purchase the monthly. Okay, I think this is the one. I think. Yes, that's what I was looking at. That's what I want you guys to see. Now let me go to it. Okay, so the hurricane is right here. Is Isaias or some shit. I always forget the name of it. Not that I don't forget, but the pronunciation of it. Okay, so the storm is right here. Let's back up a little bit. It's north of Cuba. It made it out through the northern side of Dominican Republic and Haiti. So the mountain terrain didn't really disrupt the storm, and the storm ended up having gotten stronger, and now it's a Category 1 hurricane. We could zoom in here real quick, and you can see the storm is very big. It's very elongated. There's a lot of shear. This is what you call shear, and you could tell because it doesn't look too healthy, like as far as like dry air is concerned, because there's a lot of dry air here. But this hurricane it's getting its act together. It's fanning out. And what I mean by fanning out, you can see how it's like fanning out. So the storm is still healthy. It's still in a healthy condition. It's fanning out. It's trying to push, like developing its own high pressure. So that's why you see these clouds. Like they look like they're pushing away from the storm. So the storm, what it's trying to do is trying to get its act together, and it all depends on how fast the storm gets its act together, and then which direction the storm takes. Is it going to take a northern path? Is it going to take more of a western, maybe through the Keys and up through Florida, or maybe it's just a straight direct hit into South Florida and going up through the state, or staying off the coast and staying out in the ocean. And if it does, as you can see here, if it stays upon the coast, this storm has a chance to be an overachiever, meaning that it's gonna head into what's called, this is this is the Gulf Stream. Okay, and the Gulf Stream goes all around, the Gulf of Mexico. It brings all that warm water up through Florida, up the coast, and all up through the east side of the United States, and it goes around. It's a loop current. Um, as you can see here, just a lot of activity going on, especially in the mid states here, like Oklahoma. You got see, Texas is not so bad. Arkansas, northern Louisiana, Missouri, Kansas. Guys got, even in Illinois and Iowa, you got rain, and southern portions of Ohio, mostly in Kentucky. They got you got some rain. Indiana on the on the southern part. We got a little bit of rain out here. I'm not sure if it's gonna rain anymore. My body is feeling it. That's for damn sure. So let's get back to this hurricane here. As you can see, it's a pretty. Okay, let's see if it gets. I'm gonna take off these graphs here real quick. I want you to see. Let's take it off. Okay, this is the storm. Now, from what I see in my view, and I've monitored storms before. I used to live in Florida, so this is one thing that I was very good at, is monitoring and feeling out the storms and checking out the area, to see what's going on. And it kind of looks like the fan out is pretty big. It has a good area, but there's definitely dry air coming into the system. The system will be right around here, the center of the system, and it is gonna get strong. It is. Is it gonna get like super crazy strong? I mean, there's a possibility. I don't know. I remember Hurricane Andrew, and Hurricane Andrew got really crazy fast, and picked up a lot of speed and wind speed through the Bahamas. So if you want to research that, you can. Hurricane Andrew, and that happened back in August 24, 1992. August 24, 1992. And trying to see all the other weather from around the world. Well, on our side here. I want to check out another map. Actually, another terrain. Let me see something. I know Florida has warnings up. That's for sure. They got warnings. And as far as Florida's concerned, let's see their warnings. Right now they got a tropical storm. Let me see here. Let's move this over here. Let's clear this out. They have tropical storm warnings out for Florida. And on the northern part, I could zoom in. Maybe it'll tell me the cities. Has a hurricane watch. So we got tropical storm warnings, all pretty much on the east side of Florida, southern and almost close to central Florida, and Lake Okeechobee, which is this right here. That's where Lake Okeechobee is. Um, they have a tropical storm warning. So it looks like it's going to be a hurricane. By the time it reaches Florida area, looks like it's going to be a Saturday night. That's going to get pretty close to the southern portions of Florida. The cone has it mostly towards the right side, meaning that the storm is more eastern than it is western. So the storm may just stay out in the ocean, which would be like best case scenario. Um, the storms don't follow a straight line; they wobble. So it could be anywhere within this cone, and even towards the outside of the cone, because this could change. You know, the tracking can change at any time. Storm right now looks like it's going to be a Bahamas storm. It may be a stronger storm. It seems like it may hit the United States. It's kind of looking like a hit towards North Carolina, southern, eastern Virginia, portions of Delaware, Maryland, Jersey. You're not out of this, and I'm not even out of this. I'm actually in the cone. Also, Jersey's in the cone. New York is in the cone. Long Island is in the cone. My whole state, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, we're all in the cone of uncertainty from the storm. But if it does come up, if it's shown if it stays off on the coast, then there's a chance that it might not hit us. But if it keeps this track and it hits like maybe a category 3, going towards North Carolina, maybe Cat 3. I want to say category 3 because it's going through the Gulf Stream, and this is really warm water that just constantly pushing through here. So you're constantly getting fresh, warm water, and this storm is going to feed off of that. Any storms that get into the Gulf Stream, it starts like it gets hyper because it's a lot of warm water. So the storm could turn into a Cat 3, Cat 4, Category 4 heading towards North Carolina, and it looking like a direct hit to either actually maybe towards the southern portions of South Carolina to the upper east coast of South Carolina. North Carolina, you guys are, oh boy. You guys need to prepare for a Cat 3, possibly Cat 4, going towards the Carolinas and up the East Coast. You imagine it's a Cat 4 and it goes through the whole coast of the East Coast and everybody gets affected, starting from Florida all the way up. And Georgia, Savannah, you guys are not out of it. Savannah, you're like still in the path too, so you might feel something out of it. And that's Savannah, Georgia. Weather right now is very, very strong, very weird, very manipulated, very manipulated. I remember when Trump was saying that, why don't we just blow up the hurricanes before they come to shore? Meaning, why we don't nuke it? I'm like, no, don't throw radiation at the hurricanes. I mean, they wanted to try like a hydrogen bomb. So basically, it kind of like zaps the air and pushes all of it away, like to disrupt the storm, to break it apart. I think that's what they wanted to try to do. I know the government here um, kind of like made it like law that no, you cannot like throw an atomic bomb at a hurricane. But a hydrogen bomb, which is pressure and it's air, is like it's an explosion, but it's not nuclear. I You think in the future they might test one of those to see if it disrupts a storm, trying to destroy a storm before it hits any valuable, you know, areas like the east coast of Florida. I mean, that's something, that people are probably going to be talking about in the future because Trump was talking about it. And he was like, well, why don't we just like throw a bomb in there and just blow it up? I mean, they haven't tried it yet. They haven't tried it yet. But let's see. Hey, what's up? Sunshine on. Sophia, how you doing? Good morning to you. Good afternoon to me, and maybe I'll be too. And yeah, um, I feel like they could do the hydrogen, like it's just pressure, which is like it's a bomb, but it's just pressure. So when you shoot it, it's not gonna like release anything bad or anything, but it's just pressure, so it just implodes it, like it disrupts the circulation, and maybe saving thousands of people's lives by doing that. I don't know if that was ever in the books and stuff, but I do see it, and Trump has talked about it, that I know he's talked about it. Why don't we just throw a bomb in there and just blow up the hurricane? Yeah, come on in, Vicky. You can come on in. Join the club. This is a talking show, so it's my mind over your matter. So let's go ahead and bring her in. Yay, Vicky!
Good
How?
morning, guys.
Good day. How you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
I always
yeah, I think that's really interesting what you're talking about with the whole bombing the hurricane thing and the pressure thing. I don't know if you've ever seen. There's a. I'm pretty sure I saw this on YouTube.
Mhm.
There's a guy who has invented uh, a some kind of like, and I don't know if it is. I think it's like a sound wave.
Mhm.
Okay, that extinguishes fire.
Okay.
So it must be in some way that it like you're saying, that particular sound wave, must take the oxygen out of the space in
Mhm.
a rapid kind of movement.
Mhm.
So why couldn't they do the same thing with hurricanes, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's never been tested. It's never been like it's something that it could be just an area where the pressure and oxygen just pushes out and pushes like the storm, breaks it apart, breaks the system apart, and you know it can save lots and lots and lots of lives and money, from property loss. And my only thing is like environmental wise, is it environmental safe and us and that? Yes, it can be. The storm, it's kind of like a vacuum cleaner to the ocean. We need
Right.
we need hurricanes. We're just the ones like in the middle. We're the ones that are like the ones that are in the East Coast, and the ones that are in the way of these storms. This is kind of like the cost of living near the coast. We have to deal with hurricanes, and hurricanes are vacuum cleaners of the ocean. It helps like the ocean currents. It helps the temperature. It brings stuff from the bottom to the top. So it kind of like it's like a cleaning filter.
Huh. I never thought of a hurricane in that way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like it's very good. Like it's good for the ocean. It's good because it helps circulate more oxygen into the ocean. So it helps with coral. It helps with the sea life also in the oceans. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of like move the food around and waste that's in the water, because there's so much waste that everyone don't see it, but there's waste that goes out in the ocean.
Have you ever seen like those ocean fields of plastic? Like because of the
Yeah,
way the currents work, that all the plastic ends, all the garbage and plastic and everything ends up gathering together out in the middle of and it'd be like a plastic island out there in the middle of the ocean. It's just
yeah.
crazy.
I think I saw that one. I think it's in the Pacific too. That
Yeah,
island,
it's
that like all
yeah,
plastic and all. Because you got to
yeah.
remember with the tsunamis and like the
All
things that have been
right.
happening in Japan and
Uh-huh. Just all
all
the
this.
runoff from the rivers, all the floodings and everything. Yeah, yeah.
It accumulates, and especially tsunamis. And Japan got hit with a few of those, and
Mm-hmm.
severely, like houses and everything were just sent out to the ocean when the water
Mm-hmm.
retreated, and a lot of bodies, a lot of lives were taken out to sea.
Right.
And it's like all those materials have to go somewhere, right? With the
Yeah.
currents, I wouldn't be surprised if you find, house, wood and more plastic everywhere out in that ocean of that patch of plastic island that accumulates in the Pacific. I'm pretty sure we in the Atlantic side have something like that too. They just
Yeah, I
don't
wouldn't
advertise
be
as much.
surprised. But you just
Yeah.
never know because of the way the ocean currents, move. And so, who knows
Mhm.
if you have one out there? You guys have a lot more hurricanes out there. Your water out on the East Coast is a lot warmer, That's just, we don't get hurricanes in the Pacific. You down more south, you get like, what do they call them? Uh, down in like Costa Rica area, down there. Cyclones. They get cyclones down there.
Well, if it's Costa Rica, you get hurricanes. If it's like depending on the part of the world where you're at, um, you get either hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones. Um,
Right.
it's it depends where in the world you're at.
Right.
They call it different, but it's all the same. At the end of the day, it turns out it's the same. Let's go ahead and show you guys the map again. Let me jump on here again, and this is the hurricane down south here. My parents live right in here. Let's go ahead and get close. Let's take this out here.
When is that supposed to hit over there, Rick?
It's gonna come close Saturday evening. My
Okay.
parents, my parents live right here in between Miami-Dade County. My father lives somewhere around out here, and then this is Broward County, and my mother lives somewhere over here. So she's close to the cone where the hurricane could possibly go, like the center of the storm. So if the center crosses through this between the light and the dark with the dark color over here, then they'll be like right in the middle of the storm. But the storm track seems like it's pushing it a little bit to the east. So it looks like it wants to stay out into the ocean, out in the ocean. And if it does this, if it stays out in the ocean, this hurricane will become a category. It'll be a major hurricane. It'll end up like a Cat 4, Cat 3, Cat 4 going towards North Carolina.
It'll still drop a ton of water, especially if it stays out in the ocean right offshore, right?
With this storm, man, it's looking even better now. Like, this is the craziness because I this is what I used to do when I was young. I used to follow storms and look at the maps and read the maps. And when I look at this hurricane at the moment, it looks so impressive. Like the fanning of the storm. That's what I call fanning. Which, let me back up a little bit. This is fanning. All that pushes upwards all around. It looks very healthy. Like it has a lot to feed. And this is the center of the storm right in here. And if it gets that organized, like it gets organized quicker, and if this dry air that comes in stops, and prohibits, like if it stops getting into the storm, I feel like the storm could take off really quick. This could be a very fast, like developing system, very fast hurricane development. It looks healthy. I'm surprised how healthy it looks after coming like from Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic and Haiti didn't do anything to the storm. In a sense, is good and bad.
Right.
Good that it wasn't strong, so it just dumped a lot of rain in Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Puerto Rico. But like it's still strong enough that it's threatening the eastern portions of the United States, which is Florida. If it gets stronger, if the system, let's say, becomes a Cat 2, Cat 3, then it could push the storm more northerly. So it'll take a more northerly path. If the storm was weaker, like a maybe tropical storm or depression, it would have possibly gone into the Gulf of Mexico. And then it would have been a crazy storm. Oh, imagine this hurricane in the Gulf. Woo! You're looking at Katrina. You're looking at
really
strong hurricanes. Yeah, and in history, if this system was to go into the Gulf and go towards like Louisiana or into Mississippi area, Florida Panhandle. Oh yeah, this would have been a crazy hyper hurricane. What I mean by hyper, it just takes off super fast. And with Katrina, it didn't take. When it hit Florida, it was a Category 1 hurricane when it hit us, and I felt like it was strong Cat 1. And when it got out to the ocean, it just got crazy and it became a Category 5 hurricane. It hit Louisiana, I think, as a Cat 4. I think between Louisiana and Mississippi, I think it was a Cat 4 when it hit land. But you saw what it did. It pretty much destroyed New Orleans, and a lot of people died, and they were like, their levees were breaking, and they had a lot of flooding, and a lot of people died. A lot. People were in the roofs waving for help, screaming for help and putting SOS on their roofs.
Yeah.
Because they needed rescuing.
Over this weekend over on the West Coast, down here in Southern California, we're having a heat wave. And like the desert areas down here in Southern California are going to be getting up to like 115 and 120 degrees.
Ooh.
I know. Can you imagine? Like when I was growing up, because I grew up in Phoenix, okay?
Yeah.
So, our temperature would get really hot there, 100, 105. I remember that happening frequently in the summertime.
Yeah.
But, I moved from there 30 years ago, and my brother, when I was visiting my brother up at the Grand Canyon, I mean, he was telling me that they often have temperatures now that are like 120
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix. That's just crazy.
Yeah. You have the temperatures that when you go out for a walk and the pavement is so hot that your shoes are melting.
Yeah,
Like
no, I never had my shoes melt.
yeah, but remember it's hotter now. So it's like
Mhm.
120. You think about the pavement and how hot the pavements are and the shoes, some people they don't have the money to buy good shoes. So, they buy those Walmart shoes and they melt.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought about that.
Yeah. And you could cook actually in your car from out there in the desert.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had a lighter explode once.
yeah, you have to be careful. Yeah. Oh yeah. It gets very hot, and in Phoenix, you can put a pan of cookies on your dashboard, and with the temperature, you put a gauge, and you can see how hot it gets in there. It's good enough to bake yourself cookies,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're delicious.
They got that new car taste.
Man. As I like macadamia nut cookies. Those are my favorite cookies. So maybe it has that little, leather taste.
So what are you doing on the show today? I saw your title is Tell Me Your Dreams. What are you thinking about for today?
I'm thinking about people in the future to get accustomed to opening up and talking about their dreams and what they dreamed the night before. But what I want to do is like this show is going to be an early show.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a show that when I wake up, I'm going to come on and start talking, and if I had a certain dream, I want to share it with everyone, and then I want others to come and share their dreams live.
So what do you
We talk about it.
like I remember Seven Serpents, talking about keeping a dream journal and that
Yeah.
people talk about like
Mhm.
how you can send yourself messages through your dreams and such like that.
Yep. This is going to be our journal. This is going to be documented, uh, and it's going to stay on YouTube.
And
And
analyzed. Are we going to analyze our dreams?
yeah, you can always go back and rewatch the show and re-listen because it'll be it's a digital recorded, you know, dream that you're putting it on digital, so you don't have to write it down. You're just gonna talk it out, and you talk about your dreams. And I have a dream doctor book, and I can tell you roughly what was that dream was about,
That's
and
interesting.
like tell you like because your dreams always tells you something, and like I think it was Paula yesterday was saying that her dreams that it was always like nightmares or scary shit. So I didn't like tell her because I do know about dreams and stuff, and to her like things
Mhm.
that are going on, I can help her, and I have a book that helps me distinguish and tell you what is going on, because a lot of things that happen in your dreams is basically what's happening in your life or what's going to be happening in your life.
Interesting.
Yes.
So yeah, sometimes most of the time I don't remember my dreams, but
Mhm.
lately
Yeah.
I have been having dreams that I do remember. I wish I would have written them down though, because now of course I don't remember them after the fact. But I did have an interesting dream last night though that I could share.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my tenant has and I know that this is where some of the dream was coming from. Is my tenant has a motorcycle, and he's going to be going out of town this weekend to go pick up another motorcycle. And so I ended up having a dream last night where I was riding the motorcycle, and my tenant wasn't in the dream or anything like that, but I was like at some place in the woods or something, and I was being like all flirtatious with this guy, and then I don't know, then I like left, and then I came back, and then I saw him like in a different light, to where it was like, oh well, this isn't somebody that I'm interested in at all. Like I just need to walk away from this guy because he's a mess, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of an interesting dream. And then I was like I don't know, the leader of the pack for all these other women, and I don't know, it's just a very strange dream.
It was like a gang, like or you're in a gang.
Yeah, I guess in a way, yeah. And I don't know if there was drugs there or
Hmm? Oh,
there
it don't
might
have
have
to be
been. There
drugs.
might have been because that has a lot to do with like my past.
Hmm?
So, there might have been, and that's actually pretty significant that, I would determine to just walk away from that kind of situation,
Hmm.
um, and leave that situation. I
Hmm.
know that like recently over the past couple of weeks, I did have a dream. I had like a using dream. I don't know why these drug dreams are still coming up. I mean, it's because it's been years. But I have been like, here and there microdosing shrooms. So, but I don't really consider that like a drug. Like I consider that nature.
Hmm.
And it's actually really helped me in kind of like going through a little bit of depression that I've had. So
Hmm.
I don't know, just a kind of one of those weird dreams.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Yeah, because like maybe you probably may not be seeing things maybe too clearly at the moment. Maybe you're kind of a little numb to yourself, or maybe you want or desire a little like numbness to yourself.
Yeah, I
Um,
can agree with that.
yeah, that's what I feel. I think like what the dream is intrepid like is telling me like you may need to like I don't know, you're gonna have to come back here and chill and stuff and talk more because I feel like it helps you more too. Like that's why I came back on because it's like this does help me when I come on and talk to others and it pulls me out of my shell.
Right
Because
on.
I will like cocoon myself and I would like curl up into my bed and just stay in bed and that's not always so good. So and then with my injuries and stuff, it's just not a good thing.
Hmm.
But I just feel for you, it's like maybe this numbness that you're trying to like it's kind of like a haziness, but it's like you're trying to figure shit out. You're just always trying to figure it out.
It's kind of nice to escape from my mind every once in a while,
Do you
just
do
to
you drink?
just to get away from me being all
Yeah,
trying to figure out me.
yeah. Are you a coffee drinker?
I am a coffee drinker.
Yeah, because I see this cup that you drink from, and you like the warmth of it too, because you put your hands on the cup all the time. I could see you putting your
Maybe
hand.
in the wintertime.
Yeah, I just because when you grab your cup, you always say you hold it, and
Hmm.
especially in the wintertime when your hands are cold, or anytime your hands are
Yeah.
cold, you warm your hands with your cup of coffee. Yeah.
Well, it's
I don't know. I
interesting.
think.
Cups could represent, in the tarot, cups
Mhm.
represent,
Yeah.
relationships and love and all of that too.
Yeah.
So,
It's a
yeah.
green cup. It's like a green, like a mud color green,
No,
like a military green.
no.
No, I'm just seeing the vision of like
Okay,
like
well, green is probably a great color. Like green is a very peaceful and calming color.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're gonna be going through a moment of calmness, like relaxation, more of a you gotta like really chill and level yourself out and open up your chakras again and enlighten yourself. But at the moment, you just need a break because everyone takes their break and stuff, and they meaning break for yourself as far as like not working so much, just taking that day off and really focusing just on you, not having to like, oh, I have to do laundry, oh, I have to do dishes, oh, I gotta pay these bills, oh, I gotta do groceries, I gotta like, gotta no, you need a day that's just everything's already done
Mm.
and it's just you and yourself and your home, you know.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, that's interesting that you would say that because that's what I don't often get because I have a tenant. I don't
Hmm.
often get my house.
Hmm. Yep. And the thing is that you need that alone time. You need that don't need to do anything.
In months and
Yeah.
months have
Yeah.
that opportunity to just be in my
Yep. I could see you like taking like 2 days, right? And going somewhere nice and renting a hotel or renting out a home or something by the water and have you just enjoy the peacefulness and quietness and not have to worry about anyone around you for a few days. Like I used to do trips like
That'd be
that where I
lovely.
used to go away for 2 days and just rent a hotel and just de-stress and just stay away from everything and just go into the pool, enjoy the beautiful night. Because where I used to go, it used to be called it was in the Everglades. It was next to Lake Okeechobee, where you really don't get much like people at all. And on top of that, it's really, really dark and really nice that you can see the stars.
Yeah.
You can see the constellations. You can see what's going on out there, and it's peaceful where you don't have people around. And I used to do those type of trips and get away, and I really enjoyed them. And I just
Yeah,
feel like
I
for
won't be doing that until the fall though because
yeah,
it's too hot right now to go anywhere.
yeah, it's because where you're at, it's hot. It's just hot. It's hot. But
It is this time of year, yeah, a little bit.
but I think by the ocean it'll be a little bit cooler.
It is a lot cooler. I've thought about taking a little road trip
Hmm.
up to like along the northern coast.
Hmm.
But it's hot up there too a little bit. But
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going anywhere for a minute. I had unfortunately my air conditioning broke and I had to pay some money to get that fixed. So yeah,
Yep.
we're
Yep.
we're
Yep.
homebound for a minute.
Yep. But I do see you taking not so far. You don't have to go crazy far, you know, but
Yeah.
like somewhere that is peaceful where you can spend like 2 days and you don't have to worry about anything like don't worry about food, don't worry about nothing. Like it's just you and nature, and just enjoy yourself, for a few days because you do work a lot and I know you do and you put in a lot of hours and your cycle is all over the place and I could feel it and see it It's like, it's nice in what you do and the work you do, and you enjoy it, and I know you do because I feel it. Um, Hold on 1 second. I just got a text message. I'm like, I have to respond. What time is it right now? One. Uh, I'm I'm not done smoking my joint. My show don't stop until I smoke my joint. It's a one joint show. When you
A
know
one
how
joint
long,
show.
yeah, how long my show's gonna be, I can't time it. So I say, look, it's gonna be a one joint show. So whenever I'm done with the joint, that's the end of the show.
Right
And
on.
if I have two joints, if it's a two joint show, it's gonna be a longer show.
Right.
So and it's gonna be good. So and I like to smoke on my show. That's what helps me get through the show.
Well, thanks for now analyzing my dream for me, Rick.
No, you're welcome. But I still
Yeah,
think you need to have some like self pampering. In the future, I'm thinking about getting a group together, right? But this is going to be something maybe next year. Getting a group together and going to Iceland.
I would love to do that. Have you seen that Netflix, the new Netflix with
I haven't seen it yet. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it, which maybe it was for a reason. But I don't have Netflix. I have other
oh,
ways of watching it.
oh, okay. Well, it's really really good. I think it's the very first episode that is the Iceland episode, and oh yeah,
I
yeah, I
haven't
really want to
seen.
go.
I just know the energy and how I feel about the area, and know already, like the thermal pool is such
Uh-huh.
a great spot. That's where I want to go with a group of people. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a group of maybe 8 people,
Uh-huh.
but majority of it is gonna be females, and it's gonna be people that we know.
Right.
It's gonna be people that are amongst us here that we know,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna be like a rejuvenation trip,
Yeah.
and it's something
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
it's only gonna be like a 2-3 day trip. Like it's to be there, enjoy the beautifulness, go on a tour of the country, see the beautiful horses, the miniature horses, and the horses, and how like majestic and the wild horses are out there,
I
and
guess they have
and
a billion waterfalls too that are
yeah,
just supposed to be really amazing.
yeah, go out to the waterfalls, go out to like the glaciers, go out see the northern lights.
Oh, see, I would
Who
love to see that too.
who would not want to go to see
I
the northern
know, right?
lights with a hot cup of cocoa and
Yep.
just sitting under the beautiful sky and watching the northern lights? Like you could bring your video devices or recording devices, and I have my camera that I'll definitely be bringing, and my tripod that I'll definitely be recording. And actually I might be doing my show from over there. Who knows how the future will play out. you
Right.
know Maybe we'll have a it'll be like a little reunion, and we have our first annual My Mind Over Your Matter getaway, to beautiful Iceland, and have a
Yep.
day at the thermal pool,
Right on. That'd
and
be
getting
awesome.
getting a nice mud facial, and and a massage while you're there.
Nice spa day.
Yes, spa day. So I think that would be something that would be awesome. And I want to do like a group because I would like to, everyone put in, and then, book everything all together so everyone can go together and rent a house, rent a
Yeah, that'd be
house
great.
where 8 people can have, their rooms and their sleeping quarters and plenty of restrooms for everyone, to use.
Yeah.
It's something that we'll, have to look into, and possibly renting a house would be so cool. Make sure it has a hot tub or like hot, so you can relax also. Because and it has to be marijuana friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I
Have you
want,
looked? Is it legal in that country?
I don't know. I'm gonna look into it.
You should look into it. So, hey,
'Cause
listen, I gotta go because my phone battery is gonna die. But I'm so glad to see you back up on YouTube, and you know you've always got my support.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I appreciate it. And charge that battery. You work today?
No, I don't work today.
Oh, see, charge that battery, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I might be doing a video later, live on my channel for some painting, but we'll see. We'll see how the day goes.
Can I subscribe to your channel? I need always to find out because 2.0, I'm just back on YouTube and I haven't followed people or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like I like if you see what I watch and what I do, you be like, you don't follow nobody. It's like because I have everybody in in different places, and I don't have
Yeah.
everyone together. So,
Well, I had to like step away from YouTube for a long time. I turned off all my notifications. So
yeah,
if I just happen to see, check into YouTube on my phone and see that somebody's live, then I'll jump on. But yeah, otherwise I don't have notifications on because it just was like too much having my phone ding 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 all the time. I said screw that. It was too distracting. I was always looking for the message in the phone, and so yeah, I just had to shut all that off.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got to get going. You all have a beautiful day.
All right, you too. Thank you so much for coming by.
Alrighty, bye now.
All right, bye. All right. Well, I'm here trying to figure. Hold on. Sending out a text. Let's send this text out. So I might be a little silent. Okay, send that text out. I had a phone call, but I don't know who it was, but they left me a message. So let me see what it is. Let's see what it is. Okay. I have an appointment today, but they overrode my other appointment. So my doctor's going to be calling me. It was my behavioral health doctor. Oh, I'm not doctor, but therapist. She was calling to reschedule my appointment because I have another appointment today with my primary. So I'm not going to be able to see her, but she wants me to reschedule. My doctor's appointment call is at 1:40. So let me see something. It's gonna come now. Bring my medicine. It's gonna come now because I got my doctor's appointment at 1:40. So if I'm still on and I want to maybe make it a two joint show, because we could change it. It's 1:11 p.m. right now, so it's 1:11, and I'm thinking about this. Should I make it a two joint show? I still got about a quarter of a joint to smoke, so
Not bad.
I mean I could still smoke, and then I'm having a delivery of medicine. So, but the problem is that medicine's a fucking downer, man. My friend, I don't know if he's listening. It'll be funny if he's here listening. I'm like, because it's the grease monkey. That grease monkey makes me lazy. But I got some other. I have other medicines, right? That I can mix it with it, and maybe it doesn't make me so lazy. That fucking grease monkey man made me like it was just a bag of laziness. I wanted something to keep me up and keep my energy up and open up my senses and my chakras and open up my third eye, open up to the universe and to the frequency, tap into it and help people with what's coming into my mind and just say what's in my mind to individuals who ask me for certain things, and things just pop into my mind and I just tell them like what just happened with Vicky. That's not here to take a few days and get away, but I would like to do that getaway. I definitely would like to do a getaway, um, just to go and enjoy enjoy like enjoy life, enjoy yourself, but I still want her to do it's kind of called like a staycation. So like I know the virus is going crazy and it's like it's wild and stuff, and um I'm pretty sure hotels are not really like booked heavy or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure they can find places. If you're worried about the virus and all this and that, then you might as well just stay at home. But if you still like want to, you know, do something, you can still clean your room when you get there, or make sure they clean the room properly. You can ask them if they really thoroughly clean the room because of the virus and stuff, and they make sure they'll thoroughly clean it. If you stay in a good hotel, trust me, they do a good job with cleaning. Especially now, they're gonna be doing even more cleaning to make sure that their guests are safe. And they're gonna do their best. And hotels, not the cheap, ones, not the ones that is like, the questionable ones. Like I wouldn't sleep there, But I'm talking about really good places where, you're gonna be safe and you can relax and not worry so much. But I've been wanting to go to Iceland. I wanted to do like a group, um like a group travel, and a few people get together. I gotta send out messages that I'm on. I don't know if these people have my notifications turned on. So those that are watching or those that will be watching, can you please turn on your notifications so that way you know that I come on and you can at least come in and say, "Hey, what's up?" Because I do have 78. I got another subscriber, a new subscriber. So now I'm at 78 subscribers on my Mind Over Your Matter 2.0. And we're going to do this organically. Yeah, baby. Organically. And we're gonna be cool and have good times and help each other out with our dreams, and we'll have other people on here to talk about dreams and talk about the the messaging behind the dream. And I like to help and just feel their energy, and as I talk to them, it gives me like recommendations to mention to the individual that I interact with. So it's like it's a gift. Hold on, let me pick this call up because I gotta pick this call up. It could be my doctor. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I am back. Just it was the doctor's office. They were um just the pre appointment conversation because it's gonna be a phone conversation with my doctor. Um, so they just I had to call them and make sure. Okay, let me see here. All right, I had to. Hey, what's up, Max Vision? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat room. I was on the phone call. I Dream of Jeannie. That's a good show. Actually, that's a funny, good show. Sweet dreams are made of these. Oh, Max, you're a jokester today. We got to bring Max onto the show. Max is probably working. He takes his break. He sneaks in. Max, come in for a minute. Uh, Max is he's being fun today. Nah, my doctor's gonna call me in a few and send my referral to for my physical therapy, but they wanna work on my back also. I know. You see, only got a few minutes. Can't come in. No, I know. Max, I know already. Um, it's uh, it's cool. Just keep working your butt. You gotta work that. Just keep working. Um, Let me see something. Is this thing working right? Am I? Let me see which screen I'm supposed to be using. It's this one. Okay, so let's check out this hurricane again. Let me make sure this is the right screen. Yeah, this is the right screen. So Saturday morning, this is like the holy shit moment for Florida. Is it gonna be south of the Bahamas? Because if the storm jogs a little bit further south, then the uppercut, which I call is called the uppercut, when the storm comes from underneath, like Irma did, and uppercuts Florida. So this one's not going to do like Irma because Irma came and destroyed poor Puerto Rico, and came down through the Keys and then came up through Florida. So this could be like an uppercut moment, but if it takes a little further jog down south, it could do that. And if it does do that, then it puts Florida more into the cone of uncertainty, I call it, and that's what people call it, the cone of uncertainty. And it seems like the storm could possibly, affect Florida more. It's not 100%. Like this is like what NOAA, because this is I get this maps and information from NOAA. Everyone can go and check it out for themselves. It's free. Your tax paying dollars pays for the programs. So, take advantage. But this is what the storm looks like right now. What's going to be happening. Looks like a Saturday morning close into the Bahamas. Definitely in hitting Bahamas, Grand Bahama, and a direct hit to Grand Bahama, and a possible, does it go more westward, or does it stay towards the east? Does the storm gain enough strength to push it towards the north, or does the storm develops its own little high pressure and decides to want to go more towards the west, Right now, it's the weather channel, and not only the weather channel, but a lot of these places and stuff that tells the weather, they usually get it wrong when it comes to the intensity of the system. I myself can tell you that this storm is very strong and very healthy. I want to show you another. Let me take this down. I want to show you guys another map. Bear with me. Let's see if I have it up here. Okay. So let's see here. This is the hurricane imagery. No, this is not what I wanted. Let's see. Yes, this is it. Okay, let's see if I can get this here. So, like I said, this is free. You guys can go check it out for yourself. It's NOAA.gov. So this is the world. Beautiful world, right? See how they put the stars? I haven't taken the time to count the stars and stuff. So I'm pretty interested in knowing how many stars is on this side over here. But let's go ahead and check out the world. Come in close, check out the hurricane. All right. Man, this hurricane is getting its act together. It's looking more impressive. I mean, I know there's dry air getting into the system, and I'll show you in a moment what I mean. And I'll show the different because this is a 3D look, satellite map. So I want to show you guys the infrared. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Man, the center of the system is getting its act together, and it's very red, right in the middle, right in here. It's looking very, very healthy, and it's fanning out. It's starting to fan out a little bit more, so it's pushing out that dry air all around. So it's starting to intensify. It's actually going to intensify this evening. Let me check out the water vapor. The water vapor tells you how dry and between the dry air and the moisture. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Okay. There's your hurricane. Now, the dry air I was talking about earlier is this right here. That's like around Cuba. This is like dry air that has penetrated the system. Not so much, but it's enough to like not have like a super rapid intensification. So you have a lot of dry air in front of the system at the moment. So the system is working against dry air and it's still intensifying. It has a lot of moisture behind the system and around the system. And in the center of the system is darker. So it's trying to create its own entity itself, like its own high pressure above the low pressure, and create its own atmosphere. It's fanning out. So when you see fanning out, that means the storm it's trying to get its act together. Let's go ahead and go to the global map again. And what do you mean by fanning out? Like you can really tell, like it's really trying to like it still has this hook that's below. The system is down here. And I think this is an older map. To me, it looks like an older map. Yeah, you can tell the difference. It's a way older map. Let me see something. Yeah, this one's older. I could tell it's an older picture, but we could change it. Let's get this out of here. Okay, let's come back over here. Let's bring it in. See, my parents live right over here in Florida, South Florida. I graduated from Hialeah High. Hialeah is right here. It's an Indian name. Hialeah, Hialeah, Hialeah. Yep. I was born in Miami, Florida. That's where I was born. So as you can see here, so you got Miami, you got Miami Beach, Hialeah, Homestead, Pembroke Pines, Hollywood. My parents live in Pembroke Pines, but they live like on the border between Pembroke Pines and Hollywood. So my parents are right here, and this where the H is. That's where my mom is at. My dad is on this side over here. He's in Miami, so he's over on this side. So my dad's pretty much okay, I guess, from the storm. My mom is up here. So you got Davie here, Fort Lauderdale, Plantation, Pompano Beach, Coral Springs, Boca Raton. Like all these areas here, like West Palm Beach, Jupiter, Port St. Lucie, like these areas are going to be under hurricane watches and possibly warnings. Melbourne, Palm Bay, so this island right here got destroyed. This was NASA. This is Freeport. Freeport got destroyed last year by what was that hurricane name? I forgot the name of it. It was last year. It destroyed it. You can see the videos online on YouTube. You can see the hurricane. It was sad, crazy over there. But yeah, you got a hurricane knocking not so far. It seems like if it pushes a little south from where it's at, there's an opportunity that it may be able to hit Miami, and up the coast. It doesn't really need to make a direct hit, but for the storm's sake, and for the people's sake of Florida, the strong side of the storm is going to be on the northern west side of the storm. Actually, hold on. No, it's going to be the northeast. Give me a second. I just dropped my phone. Waiting on my doctor to call me. She's going to call me any minute now. So if my phone rings and I have to step away, that's because my doctor's calling me. And she's supposed to call any minute now. So there will be a moment of silence because I got my delivery coming and I have a doctor's appointment. So I just got to get that out the way. But this storm is the stronger side is going to be like the northern and like the eastern side of the storm. So if that stays out towards the ocean, then a lot of the strong winds and stuff can stay off into the ocean. But if this storm decides to do like Irma and come from underneath and then come up through the state, it could do that, and and it's it's going to be not so good. I mean, from here to Florida, it could get up to about a category 2 from where it's at, and and it stays out in the ocean, guaranteed this is going to be a Category 3, Category 4 hurricane. That's not the call. I don't know why people calling me from Miami. I'm talking about Miami, and people are calling me from Miami. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta take these calls, so those give you guys a moment of silence and relaxation, and you guys could check this out, and I will be back. Okay. All right, all right. I'm back. I had to step away for a moment. I had my delivery, and then on top of that, my doctor just finished calling me. So I finished talking with her, and they are going to be sending me to do more physical therapy for my back. Yay! So my doctor's submitting the referral for therapy for my back. She wants an aggressive therapy for my back. So it's going to be a program for 6 to 8 weeks that I got to do for 2 times a week, which will brings me into the winter, almost close to fall, the end of fall, winter time, when I probably possibly be done with physical therapy. I'll probably be at fall, not winter, because we're already going to be in August. So you think about August, September, October. It looks like I'm going to be my doctor's planning her steps is we have to take these steps in order, for things to get done. So I have to do the physical therapy, which I'm wanting to do, and hopefully my back responds positively. If not, then my doctor's gonna send me to do MRI scan on my back again, because I do have arthritis in my spine, and it's crippling, like arthritis. Like there's times that like, I want to fall down. That's how bad my back is. When I get the scans, I'll bring it on so you guys can see. Actually, I have a picture of my neck. I have it on my phone. I'm gonna have to send it in, and so maybe I'll put it as a thumbnail so you guys can see my neck. My neck is just so a lot of metal inside there. A lot of metal. I'm like Metal Man, like RoboCop and stuff put together. So let's see. Back to the storm. I'm gonna check other models also, just to see what's going on with the storm. Right now, the pressure is at 991 millibars, which is the storm is strengthening. That's what right now it's 80 knots. So that's, let's see how. Let me see something. Tick activity. Let me see something. It's 65 knots. So it's definitely hurricane. It's the minimum of the hurricane. It's projected to weaken a little bit, but I don't think so. Like, because I think it's gonna start getting its strength together. So 65 knots. That's definitely a hurricane. It's still a hurricane, and it's gonna continue to strengthen. Let's see something. That was the no, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna look at other charts. I'll take this one out for now. Let me take out. Okay, here's your hurricane. And it looks really good. Actually, it looks very healthy. Like if I'm looking at this, like it's a big storm, like all around. It's very big, very elongated, very good outflow. There's outflow. There's probably a ridge right here. That's why it looks so clear. Um, And you got a hurricane right down and in hot water. That's the thing. It's in bath water, and the storm is just gonna explode. It is. It always does. Every time it gets to this area, it always explodes. The hurricanes just if there's no trade winds, if there's no wind shear, which the storm is currently like going through some shear, especially in the southern portion of it, because you can see like there's some kind of dry air that's trying to infiltrate the center, but this storm is fighting it and is lashing out. So this storm is gonna get its act together, and it's gonna get its act together really fast. Um, it's one of those things. This is something that it's gonna get really strong. I can feel it. I can see it. We're hoping that this trough here, which is the front, will come downwards and help push steer this system northwards. But I think that it's just, I don't know, it's gonna be a close call for Florida. It's gonna be a real big close call. Let's see here. What are we doing here? Okay. Let's close that. Okay. It's looking okay. The storm, it is what it is. It does look like it's there's dry air. It's a lot of dry air, as you can see. Let me get my phone so I can see the chat room, because I can't see the chat room if I'm on here. Oh, and this is gonna be a two joint show. I gotta change the show. Let me see if I could do it. I gotta change it to a 2 joint show. I don't know how I could do that. Oh yeah, here it is. Gotta put 2 joint show because it's gonna be 2, baby. 2. And when it's 3 joints, that's gonna be that's a long show. The 2 joint show with friends. Aw. And the title of the show is Tell Me Your Dreams. If you want to share your dreams, you're more than welcome to come and share your dreams with me. Okay. Not sure why I didn't save. Whatever occurred on YouTube, this shows you temporarily. Wait a moment, then try again. Okay. Trying to not share, but change from 1 joint to 2 joint. Because I'm gonna smoke a second joint. Right now, I got a little piece left. I'm just gonna start smoking it now. I stopped smoking because I had to get my delivery, and then I had to take the phone call from my doctor, which they're sending me to physical therapy, which I knew they were gonna do. She was going through my results from my MRI on my back. She's like, Rick, I know what you're going through. I see it here. I know you're going through pain in your back and in your neck. I was like, yeah, my back really hurts too. They work on my neck and they do this stuff on my neck, and that's cool. But then my back really starts hurting really bad. And she's like, yeah, that's the arthritis in your spine because you have arthritis. I have arthritis in my spine. You know how messed up I am going to be in the next 10 to 15 years? My back is in bad shape, ladies and gentlemen. What are you girls doing? Tasha. My Tasha girl. She's doing things she's not supposed to. But it's gonna be a 2-joint party. It's gonna be a 2-joint party. It's gonna be a 2-joint party. Gonna be a 2-joint party. So we're upgrading. Since the storm upgraded, we're gonna upgrade to a 2-joint party. Baby. Yes, we're gonna finish up this little piece of joint and then we're gonna start the second one. Gonna look for another weather map and another weather map that I use. And I'm just gonna bring it up so I'll have it ready and then I can show you guys what I'm talking about. You want to be starting something? Well, I'm gonna be starting something. Wasn't that a Michael Jackson song? But we're gonna take a look at some maps and see what's going on. Trying to see what other map I used to use because there was another one I used to use. It was really good. I'm trying to remember. This is a seasonal thing. Let's see if we could check some stuff out here real quick. It's looking like it's gonna come close to Florida. It's gonna be a close one. And they're comparing this system Isaias, they're comparing it to Hurricane Matthew, and Hurricane Matthew was a pain in the ass. Hurricane Matthew was crazy, and it came up between Cuba and Haiti, and it rode up the Florida coast, and it went through like Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, the coastline, like the whole coastline. Like, it was crazy. That was a crazy storm, crazy hurricane, strong hurricane too. I think it was like a Cat 5 at one point.
Hey, I'm gonna get me something to eat, Rick. I'll be back.
Yo. All right, Doc just turned on. I'm gonna go check out Doc's channel. See what's up with Doc. Maybe I do a I don't know how to do like be on his show while I'm on my show too. So I'm just gonna go check out his show and check out my show and check out everybody. No, I'm gonna check out Doc because I saw Doc came on. So Doc decided to come on finally. I don't know if I could come onto his show while I'm on my show. That'll be interesting to find out. And say what's up to him. And I'm live on my show, so you're gonna hear him talk. I said what's up on his channel. He'll say, "Hey, what's up, Rick?"
What's good, Rick?
Yeah, what's good, Rick? I told him I'm live on my channel. Yeah, I'll stop my show and I'll go onto his show. I'll stop my show and go chill with Doc because I already talked enough on my show. So with that said, thank you for coming to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick. It was a pleasure having you guys here. Albert, find your way over to Doc Illusion's channel. Everyone migrate over to Doc Illusion's channel. I'll be back later this afternoon, this evening, and we'll do another show. So with that said, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak with you guys later. Take care and see me over in Doc Illusions because I'm going over there. Bye for now.